What it do? Got another one. Yeah. Man, I try to stay away from this shit. I swear I did. I did. This bitch right here don't even be on my radar, man. This chick, I should say. This chick don't even be on my radar, bruh. But somehow, this motherfucker that made it to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, golly. As much as I try to stay away, man, we gonna make this one quick though, cause I ain't even gonna do too much. I ain't even gonna pull up 50 pages and track down a history and all that. I'm gonna lay something out here for you, and I'm gonna let you put the shit together. Y'all probably know more about it than me, but I might know something about it that you don't. Now, this is her, and this chick on the right is Zeena Lavey. As you can see, a known self-proclaimed satanist. They look like mother-daughter twin clone, some same genetics. Like, is it a coincidence that this is the biggest satanist we know of on the right, and then this is the biggest satanist we know of on the left, and they look just alike? Is it a coincidence? This shit ain't nothing new to me. I've been knowing this for years, but we're going to go into this little article, read this real quick, just so y'all can catch up. If you have not heard of this connection before, we're going to catch you up real quick with this article, and then you can do your own research. Hit me up in the comments on what you find and what you think about this eerie connection between this Satanist and this chick. So the article says, what went wrong with Hiddle Swift? I don't know what that is, but I think it's her and one of her numerous boyfriends' names melded together. But it says the same thing that always makes Taylor Swift's relationships go down in flames. Her man's unwillingness to commit to a Faustian bargain. See, Swift's uncanny resemblance to Zeena Schreck, former high priestess of the Church of Satan, has been common knowledge on the internet for a while now. Rumors of a deeper connection have reached a fever pitch recently, based in part on the airtight theory that Swift is a clone of Schreck, who is the daughter of Church of Satan founder Anton Lavey. The evidence is hard to shake off. So I'm gonna say all this is allegedly. This ain't I'm not proclaiming it. I'm just showing it. So here we go. That's Zeena Lavey, Anton Lavey's daughter. And she's also married to Nicholas Schreck, who is another like leader of the Church of Satan. He's a Luciferian. He's like one of the highest ranking Luciferians. So you got the high ranking Satanist and the high ranking Luciferian. They're married. So it says Schreck and Swift are both best represented by the serpent emoji and have blonde hair. Schreck's dad founded the Church of Satan, while Swift's surrogate father is a Merrill Lynch executive who owned a Christmas tree farm. It's interesting because the Christmas tree actually represents the body, and when we string it up with lights for Christmas, which is the celebration of Christ being a process of alchemy, of lifting the energy from your sacral chakra up to the top of your head and lighten up your aura. So that's where the halo comes from, and the Christmas tree being lit with the star on the top. That's what that represents, is the kundalini passing through your chakras and lighting up the crown of your head. So it's interesting that even what they say is Swift's dad not only works for Merrill Lynch, he's a Merrill Lynch executive, but he happens to own a Christmas tree farm. But he goes on to say, obviously the two women have too much in common to ignore, but their connection cannot merely exist on the surface. A close look at their life story suggests an interwoven plot that all points to the truth. Swift's love for Lucifer is red, burning red. So it looked like some pictures been taken down. Not surprising. Ain't no telling what they were. But here go from Twitter. It says Taylor Swift is actually an Illuminati clone made from Zeena Lavey's DNA, a well-known satanist from 1985, allegedly. Video. They pulled that video. I wonder why they pulling a video on a page that is just got, I guess, what you would call far-fetched allegations of Taylor Swift. So why is it even a need to pull videos down? Not that I know what these videos were, but it's just interesting how that shit worked. But it says Schreck was a high priestess of the Church of Satan from 1985 to 1990, which is very suspicious because Taylor Swift talks a big game about being born in 1989. Naming her smash hit album 1989 is clearly Tay-Tay Lavey's desperate attempt to emphasize that she had a normal human birth and was not cultivated in a cauldron and or laboratory. The whole thing reeks of cover-up. As soon as Schreck created a currently unknown number of clones of herself to carry on the work of Satan, she moved on to conquer new territory because she's an overachiever. Kind of like Swift, who shares her entire genetic makeup, allegedly. Back in 2012, Schreck spoke to Vice about her post-Church of Satan, which includes a music venture, a band called Radio Werewolf. Interesting. Now, ain't it funny that Zeena Lavey, after leaving the Church of Satan, and you ask, like, what are you going to do next? The head Satanist says, I think I'm going to start a band. So I'm going to get into music. But for those of you who know, Lucifer is the leader of music. He's the angel of music. So it's not surprising. They use music to possess people. That I know to be true. But yeah, so you got Zeena Lavey saying I'm about to do a music venture in 2012. And here you go with this chick with the wolves, like some werewolf shit in one of her music videos. Plus, I don't know a lot about her, but I seen some pictures while I was doing this research, and I see she be with the snake a lot, just like Zeena Lavey does, but we'll show that in a minute. It says, Schreck traveled a lot throughout these years. Grab your passport in my hand, quote unquote. I guess that was one of her musical lyrics. And devoted herself to sethianism, a faith devoted to the ancient Egyptian god Seth. Schreck went on to become high priestess of the temple of Seth because she's a crossover queen, just like Taylor, slaying the country and pop charts with a doting squad by her side. They took some tweets down. Let me see this shit. All the evidence is pretty damning, but here's how we know that T Swift is a clone, allegedly. It said, remember Becky? I never saw this shit, but I did hear about it. It says, this is a picture of my friend Becky, who also happens to look like Zeena Lavey and this chick. So that's interesting. It says, this is a picture of my friend Becky. She used to be happy, a popular girl, until one night she snorted marijuana at a party. She died instantly. Please, don't do marijuana. It's the most dangerous drug out there. Please don't wind up like Becky. And somebody says right under it, pretty sure that's Taylor Swift. So the Tumblr legend who allegedly snorted marijuana at a party and died instantly is definitely another clone of Schreck. Allegedly, this is from the article. But who the snorts marijuana, bruh? Who the hell ever said they snorted some marijuana, bruh? Get your big nose out the bag. But anyway, it says, when Swift acknowledged the meme in 2014, people thought she was proving she could be in on a joke. But was she just gloating over the fact that she is the queen of clones? Yes, friend, she was. That's what the article says, allegedly. So this is what Taylor Swift posted back there. Back in 2014, the t-shirt saying, no, it's Becky. And it's got Taylor Swift 1989 underneath. So she's pressing on that 1989. This article says, now that it's clear that Swift is the devil, what does this mean? It definitely puts One Direction music and the fate of Harry Styles and Immortal Soul in a whole new light. Yeah. But I mean, they show you all the symbolism, so even, I don't know if it's Zeena Lavey's DNA or just, if you look like this, if you got this type of phenotype, your ass is probably a spawn of Satan. I don't know if it's just the look or if it's actually what they saying, that she got some of this chick DNA in her, but I'm telling you, they look a lot alike. A whole lot alike. So here goes some more pictures. You can see them on the side by sides. And ain't it interesting that old girl got commercials where it's 13 of her in a commercial. It's like 13 versions of her in one commercial. And that's how they can get away with doing this shit, because they admit it to you. So it's not like they hiding or deceiving. I mean, lying. They just deceive. So one of their codes is that they cannot lie. So they often show you the truth about what they do in plain sight, but people just overlook it. As like, why is there 13 of this chick in a commercial, in a credit card commercial or whatever it is? I think it's credit card. But that's interesting. Then you got her now man, Travis Kelce, as parading around. His team's red, the KC Chiefs. Red like the Knights Templar, like the Masonic, like Taylor Swift lips and Zeena Lavey lips, and you see, it's no coincidence. Then I feel like Kansas City ratings was down because everybody that really watch football be feeling like they be rigging this shit for Kansas City. So now what do? They pair up two of the most commercial people on earth. Travis Kelce in every commercial and this chick in every commercial. So they put them together to like the crossover, the Zeena Lavey cross. You know what I'm saying? The chick crossover colder than AI. And the bitch probably fucking with AI, artificial intelligence. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to point that out for those of y'all that hadn't seen all these side by sides and how the two people look so similar that have such high roles in Masonic and Luciferian Satanist rituals. But yeah, just putting it out there. You can put it together for yourself, man. Until the next one, man. Y'all stay dangerous.